you tell me your name?
My name is Samantha Gilman.
And tell me a little bit about your research project.
So my research project is about the academic effects of high school students who are homeless. Some things that I researched is that one of the most vulnerable populations experiencing homelessness is youth and children. Students are experiencing homelessness are at heightened risk for chronic school failure and poor educational outcomes, which means they struggle with completing high school or they don't complete high school at all.
Mm-hmm. So I want to ask you a couple of questions. So why was this important to you?
This was important to me because I relate to it. My freshman year of high school, I was homeless and going through this. So.
Okay. And what was your research question and how does that relate to your experience?
How is academic achievement of high school students affected when students are homeless? This relates to me because if I didn't have the resources that I had at the time, I most likely would not be graduating high school, or I would be struggling to stay current in my high school. So.
And tell me about one of the questions that you had about asking students if they knew what the homeless liaison was.
Yeah, so most people, even teachers actually, I asked if you know what a homeless liaison, and most people said no. And that's a huge issue because homeless liaisons are connectors for resources inside and outside of school for homeless schools and families.
So earlier you were telling me a little bit about your experience. So tell me what kinds of things the homeless liaison did for you.
So my homeless liaison, she pointed me to resources for transportation. I had to take the public transportation every morning and every night. She gave us bus passes. She also, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, there were presents that anonymous people would donate, food, list of shelters and therapy resources and things like that.
Great. So what did you learn the most from your research project?
The thing I learned most is the fact, basically how important homeless liaisons are. Most people don't know about them, and I feel like if students do know about them or families would know about homeless liaisons and connect them to resources, they could focus more on graduating high school rather than finding a place to stay or finding somewhere to eat and focus. And so I think that's a huge factor.
Yeah, very good. So now let's celebrate a little bit. How many college credits have you earned this year?
I am graduating high school with 56 college credits.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Congratulations
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so as a result of doing this project and taking the Pathways class, what are you thinking about pursuing once you get to college?
Dr. Bianca has referred me or told me that I should look into social working and possibly becoming a homeless liaison. And if I do that, my goal is to make homeless liaisons more known within schools so students are more comfortable coming forth with information like that.
And think of all your experience and
Yes.
how you can be helpful for other kids.
Yes,
so.
and I'm hoping to create a more comfortable environment by relating to kids and students and families. Like, hey, I went through this. I know what you're going through. I'm here. You can talk to me, and I will point you to those resources.
Excellent. You did a really good job.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you.